parrot gear is much more awesome, but that's the nice thing. You've got the boots with what are called slops. You know those things that fold over on the top? Called slops, okay? And you've got the boots and you've got the weapon, and it affects the way you walk. When you're on stage doing Shakespeare and you have a saber, and you go to talk to the lady, and she's sitting down, she's right there, okay? She's sitting down and I come over to court her or something like this, my lady, and it's like this, and the blade. There's a way you sit when you're carrying weapons. You have to do that stuff, all right? That doesn't unfortunately come up in voiceover. If I'm grounded as an actor, they're going to believe that I'm a nobleman when I'm speaking, but that's going to be a matter of my speech. As I like to say, the stage from here to here, and however deep it is, I've worked at the San Diego Opera Company at the Civic Theater stage. It's when you're standing here and there's the orchestra pit down there, you turn around, you've got something like 90 feet, 100 feet to the back of the house. They bring live animals out. It's like this amazing place, right? At the Starlight Opera, which is the Civic Light Opera in San Diego, we did Paint Your Wagon. We had an actual stagecoach with horses. And they opened up the scrim, and there's the stagecoach, there's the horses, all this wonderful stuff. I'm going, this is amazing. Then I go to LA, and I'm working on stages, I'm not kidding, not much bigger than this. You know? But sometimes I'd like to have this in the booth, because we go from this, back there, to that. That's my stage. As a voice actor, that's my stage. All right? So, just by way of a show of hand, if you have an answer for this, how do you portray one of those characters I was just talking about when all you have is this? Yes?
I think moving around like you feel like your character would. I heard in Batman the Animated Series, Mark Hamill would actually like move around, and the same with Robin Williams when he was playing the genie. Like a lot of actors would just sit and have the mic, but they would actually like move around because it helped them feel like they were acting more like how their character would.
Most of the time you don't get to move at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know what they do? I walk in, oops, I don't do that. I don't need one of these as an actor anyway, but I walk on into the booth, and I find my place. This is where my left foot is going, this is where my right foot is going, this is my place. The engineer comes in, and that sets the popper stopper, and now the microphone is on you. This is your place. If you do this, you do this, the sound level is going like that, and they can't fix that. So guess what? Actors don't get rehired. Because I've worked with people that, I did this really awful movie made in Russia. A couple of American actors with it, but it was this awful movie in Russia called The Clearing. And it was about basically this guy was a serial killer, and they thought their village was being attacked by a werewolf, okay? And so that's what they thought all the killing was. Well, there was one scene where a woman was being murdered in this hut, right? And all we had was the screaming. So this girl came in to do this stuff, and how did she do it? There's the microphone, and she's going, ah, 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 ah. And I wanted to grab her by the neck and say, you have one place, stay there. And see, I normally am a very patient person to work with in every way, shape, and form. But that was an amateurish mistake that actually made my hair stand up on the back of my neck. How dare you get hired when there are good people who do not get hired? How dare, you know? So the way you do it is you need to use it, all it has to be in your voice only. Yes?
I